Yeah, what the fuck are we gonna do? I heard the latest march went well.
Climate march.
And it went well. What am I? The climate's better now.
Yeah.
But good turnout or whatever. I guess so I was looking at on Twitter and just watching the conservative tweeters going like, what are they going to have a march every week? I don't know why.
So far, yeah.
It's like, shit.
There's May Day tomorrow, so yeah.
Yeah.
And with the looming writer's strike, it's kind of an important May Day. Or as the Trump supporters like to call it, Loyalty Day.
Well, let me lay my ignorance on the altar for the benefit of everyone listening, so you can explain what May Day is to me. I have no idea what it is. What is May Day?
I could be totally wrong, but I thought May Day was International Workers' Day, right?
All right. See, I'm glad I asked. I'm brave for admitting I don't know anything.
Yeah, you are brave.
I'll tell you everything I know about America in 5 minutes. So let me time myself. I'll take you through the whole history of the country.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see. I can make this a new segment. Stopwatch. Okay, I'm going to set it. Wait. Okay. It's 2 minutes to figure out how my phone works. And then, nope, 0 hours. Let's try it this way. Let's just say, hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey, can you set a 5-minute timer, please?
Okay, 5 minutes and counting.
Okay. All right. Okay. So in 1492, Columbus came over, and there were 3 other boats, and then they landed on Plymouth Rock, and then they had Thanksgiving with all the Pilgrims and the Indians that were here already, and then the Salem people came over, and they were Puritans, so they burned all the witches because they were on LSD, and then things just kind of blossomed from there. But it was kind of, everyone was eating potatoes and corn, and it was fine. But there was taxation without representation, so we started to get ornery. So a bunch of the college-educated folk got together in a place that had a broken bell, or they broke it later. But and they said like we should give tyranny or death, or give it to me that way in that order. And then they did the Declaration of Independence, and then England was like, you can't do that, and they came over and they had red coats, and then we were like, we should fight dirty, and it's 2 by land and 1 by sea, and then we fought, and then we won because they were tired, and King George was mad, and so they were fine, good luck having a country, whatever. And then we were like, fine. And then 1812 happened, and there was a war that no one understands with Canada or something. And then the whole time there were slaves. The whole time we were just like going to Africa and going, these people seem like they wouldn't know what fair pay was, and we should use them to make stuff. And they were like, okay, let's do it. And they were like, how much am I bid for this? And that was kind of fucked up. And I don't want to dwell on this part, but
no one ever does.
I got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left, and we're almost done. It's like, and then that one guy was a slave for 12 years, and then he got free because of Brad Pitt. And then Abraham Lincoln, who I think some people say was half black, but that's maybe a conspiracy theory. But he was running for president. He was like, we should free the slaves, but not. And then there was a federalist movement, and then the South states were like, you shouldn't do that. We built the whole country on slavery, and now you're saying like you just want to use the pants we made for free with the black people, and then you don't want to, but you want to read poetry in them, and then now just because you made a machine that can make pants now, that's not fair. And we were like, we don't care, you're dumb, and your teeth look dumb, and let's go to war, and then we fought, and then like Abe Lincoln halfway through the war was like, by the way, the slaves are free, and we were like, yay, and then France was like, I'm gonna do it too then, because I hate everything, and then that's why we won, or the North won, not we, the Federalists won, and then we unified the country, and then Abraham Lincoln got shot, and then I was spending too long on that 2-year period, but So then it was like everything was fine, and we ate potatoes and corn and stuff, and then it was like made like a bunch of smokestacks, and then Henry Ford was like, what if you did pay people, but if you paid them so little that they were basically slaves anyway, and you made each person do like one little thing, and then you bought everything. And then Thomas Edison was like, what if I made a light bulb, and some other guy was like, but I made the light bulb. He's like, shh, no. It's like, and then everybody was making things for a while. Everybody's making stuff, and then because everybody was making things, they knew how to put gunpowder into like smaller compartments, and so everybody was like, I can't wait to use these, but we can't use them, because we're not at a war. And everybody was like, I know, right? Oh, I want to use it. And then Archduke Ferdinand was like, what happened? And then somebody gets shot, and everyone was like, that's the good enough reason for me. I can't wait forever. And then everyone was like, boom, 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 and they're like, mustard gas, and shoot them in the kneecaps. That way their friends have to help them, then you can shoot their kneecaps too. And it was like fucked up and all quiet on the Western Front. People were eating rats, and they got whatever the precursor to AIDS was, and everybody had herpes all over their face, and freaking died at 35, but they wrote nice poetry, and it was kind of like nice quiet people. They didn't talk about it. They did trenches everywhere at Verdun, and then there was like peace for a while, but not in Germany, because everybody was like shitting on them, made them eat shit, because they're like, you should have to eat shit because you caused this. And they're like, well, we're kind of sick of hearing that. And then Hitler's like, Jews, am I right? And they're like, yeah. And then everybody was like, here we go again, except America was like, yeah, we'll be right with you. Cash on the barrelhead for bullets and oil. And England was like, for real? And we're like, yeah, you shouldn't have fucked with us in the first place. Should have let us go back in 1612 or something. And they're like, that's a fucked up, weird justification, but okay, we'll just hang out in the subway while they bomb us. Hello? And then we were like, and profit. And we moved in. We're like, we won the war. Brr, you all owe us $1 billion. And everyone was like, yay. And we formed the United Nations. We're like, Planet America. And everyone was like, that's great. And we're like, the next 50 years is all planned out. And then we just went 50 years, and everybody got better shoes and TV shows and built skyscrapers. And then meanwhile the Middle East was like, what about us? And we were like, we can't hear you. Make us our oil. And then they were like, well, not they, but like, some of the okay, that's it. That's where we are now. That's my 5 minutes. Yes. I don't know why I know you're applauding that because it's a thing that ended that lasted 5 minutes, but it wasn't a good thing. It's like, it really is. It's not like I was rushing. It's like, that was all the information I have. Like, I don't really have like extra details. Like, like Greg Proops knows stuff about Cleopatra and stuff. She was from Iowa. Now you do it.
No, I'm good.
Are you sad? Are you sad? You seem a little sad.
No, I'm good. Okay. I'm good. I'm fine. Right. Why?
I don't know. You sounded sad.
Just now?
Yeah. I was like, you do it. And you're like, no, I don't want to.
Well,
you wish the show was a little shorter.
That was exhausting.
It's a big country.
Sure is, man.
On this episode of Friends.